Wait, I don't know how we look right now.
We look good. Like always. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
We always look good. So, welcome back to another week of the Azer Project.
Yes, sorry. We
Snowstorm.
yes, and I traveled again. But I swear I'm not doing that for a little while. Probably.
What did I do? I did nothing. I didn't leave. And Bryce had to keep driving my car because of the snowstorm, so I just sheltered in place.
Well, I went down to Detroit to the Detroit Pro and like watched the bodybuilding guys, you know? Not for the reasons that you think. I am just into fitness, guys. It's nothing sexual, I swear. But I mean mostly. But
At least she's honest.
I had to come back early because like
Didn't we just talk about objectifying?
yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Were you there objectifying?
I was not there objectifying. I was there congratulating all their
I mean,
hard work.
they do work hard,
Yes.
and they do that
It
to
takes,
be looked
first
at.
of all, it takes a ton of discipline to be able to do something like that. And then to be able to go out on stage takes a ton of confidence. And that is what we're talking about today, because to watch those guys, so I went and watched those guys come out on stage, and there was so many more men that went and did it than women, right? It's like, I think it's obviously more of a male dominated like thing, but like,
They have more free time than most women.
well, it's not that. I think that men just naturally exuberate more confidence. Like they just do, and I find that like in a lot of different aspects, it really hinders women in their ability to.
Yeah, we were just talking about this with careers. Like,
Yeah.
men typically always make more money than women.
Well, and I think that the thing, and hold on, before we even, it's not that I think that employers are just like, oh, you're a guy, so I pay you more. I think that men go after the higher paying jobs, like the jobs that pay you more money, because they have the confidence to do so. And I think a lot of the times women, the same job, they'll go after and they won't exuberate the amount of confidence that a man does.
Right.
So like when you go to like an interview and stuff like that, you know, I just think that men tend to hold themselves with more confidence, and like it might be the guy doesn't even have as much experience as the woman. They just, I don't know,
carry themselves
they
different.
carry
Yeah.
themselves, you know.
I know when I go for a job, it's funny because when I applied, before I first got into this position, when I was in Boyne City, I applied and I was just so confident. And then knowing I was coming to Traverse City and I applied, I had told my manager that I was going to interview, and he's like, how are you feeling? It was before. And I was like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. And he goes, I hate that about you. Because he knew I was going to be leaving because I was going to interview so well.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, I think confidence at the end of the day is the biggest thing. Not, I mean, obviously you have to have experience and know what you're doing, but like, man, I know some people that I'll give you a story. I'm going to bring it up, and I'm sorry if my lead watches this video, but he already knows, because
It's not going to be him. It's going to be his wife.
Yeah, that's okay. I love Brie. In the position that I am in, I worked very hard in my position for like 5 years, and basically, for like a few of those years, had to kind of like be the lead, because we didn't have one, and they finally opened it up. And I thought I was a shoo-in. I really thought I had full confidence in, like, because I know exactly what I'm doing in my job, and I've run every procedure, you know, like I knew what I was doing. They gave the job to a new recruit that, like, he was new. He wasn't even out of academy yet. And that like was a huge smack in the face, dude. Like, what? How am I not qualified for this?
I was new coming in, and that was hard for me to watch.
Yeah, that's right. Because you had to do all the paperwork and stuff, didn't you? Did you do all the paperwork?
No.
Or were you were basically came in at the same time?
Yeah, and I just knew what was going on, and I couldn't say anything, you know, and I was just getting to know everyone, but then I was like, oh gosh, now there's going to be a new person and I have to share an office with this person.
Right, yeah. And it just, that totally killed my confidence. Like, and at the same time, kills morale, right? Because it's like, well, man, I just gave my heart and soul to this place, and
Didn't get to move up when there was an opportunity to move up.
right,
But that could be God's way of saying there's something different for you.
right, that's true. And honestly, I find that I'm the type of person, and I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I'm sure there are many who get comfortable in the spot that you're in, and you want to grow, but you're just comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And so you're like, like, I'll grow, I'll move on, but you're comfortable in your spot. So
Yeah.
it takes something uncomfortable to happen for you to move sometimes. And I am poster child of that stuff. In all honesty, like, if I'm comfortable in a place, I don't tend to want to move from it. And God has to bump me a little bit.
Yeah. I don't want to rock the boat.
I don't want to.
In my position, when there was an opportunity to advance, like I said, I always go into these interviews confident, and I prayed before it, and I went in, and I was so confident it went really well. And then I prayed after, and I was like, if this is for me, I'm ready for it. But if you don't think I'm ready, and I didn't get the position. But when the supervisor called me and she was like, I could have threw your guys' names in a hat and picked and been happy with either. The day of that interview, I didn't want to do it because I was just like you said, I was comfortable. I'm like, I like it here. I don't know if I want to take on more for a little bit more money.
Right.
So I was like, eh. But then when this next opportunity, the position I'm in now, when that came open, I was like, this is for me. This is my jam. I love problem solving. And my new boss is like, you came in with so much confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and so that's something, I mean, I guess we were talking about, like, men have more confidence, and then we brought on, I'm not saying that they hired him because he was a guy, but it's really hard to, like, not look at that whole situation and be like, why did you hire? Because not only did they hire him for that position and tell me it was because, like, when I initially asked, like, why, they're like, oh, he had a great cover letter. And I was like, oh, you got to do better than that. Like, that is bull crap. Like, bull crap. They're like, well, you're just not ready. But then he came on board, and I had to train him and all these things. And again, absolutely adore him. It's not his fault that they chose him over me, but it does leave you questioning things, right? Like, well, why did this happen? What was it about me that, like, and there, I mean, could be that he's a guy, could be that they didn't want to backfill my position, and like it's really hard to fill our positions where we're at. So it could have been that, right? But like all those things, when it like knocks you down and stuff, like seeking God is really so important, because when you don't have the answer to something that kind of like beats you down like that, the only thing you can do is, if there's just like, unless I get a full disclosure from the bosses, which I know will never happen.
Right.
You just gotta move forward and like trust that God's gonna like steer you in a different path, right?
Yeah,
and that you
100%.
continue to have that confidence. Our podcast is all about boosting confidence in people, and like life will always hit you with things that will try to knock you down. Yeah.
But it's the bouncing back, it's the getting back up, it's the keep on moving, the trying, because there are things that will bring you down. It's bound to happen. But definitely just trusting the process and believing, and praying for the things that you want, and don't just pray once, pray all the time.
Right. Jesus didn't just go up and pray once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even Jesus prayed multiple times.
So for me, like, I can go into certain situations and be full-blown confident. Like, like the job, like, I know my work ethic. I know that I went, this is crazy. So when I lived in Illinois for a little bit, I applied for a manager position, like a head manager position at a power plant. what do I know about power? Absolutely nothing other than it lights our homes, it heats our homes. And I was like, I can be a manager. So I went in there and had a phenomenal interview, like walked around. He showed me the whole thing. He's like, this would be your office. Again, I didn't get the position. A guy got the position, but it was all men.
It was all men in that business.
And I did not get it, but I went in so confident because it was like $85,000 a year starting. And I was just like, heck yeah, I can do this.
Yeah.
You know, I had all the qualifications, I just didn't have the degree.
I think like because and I'm not trying to be sexist towards our my own kind here, okay? But like if you think about it like just from a biblical standpoint and stuff, like men are supposed to be leaders. Like they're supposed to like be that coverall for like their family and like for their woman and stuff like that. So I think that it's just easier for them to naturally show that confidence and be able to like express that confidence.
Yeah.
You know, I know sometimes there are things it's like I'll go into it and like I know what I'm doing, like I know it, but we just tend to second guess ourselves. I think and that's a shame, ladies, because there are so many smart and like amazing women out there who don't give themselves enough credit.
Yeah, sell yourself short.
Right.
Yeah. For me, the lack of confidence comes in, my belly's going to talk this whole time. My confidence is, when I'm around a lot of people and I feel like I can't click with them, I start to like close up, like, oh gosh, I'm not as fun as these people, or I'm not as wealthy as these people, or I'm not as good looking or high class, whatever it might be. And you know, I start to really lose confidence. But it's like, wait, but I love myself, so I mean, you like me or you don't, it's okay.
Yeah, and that's where you enter Aaron.
Yeah,
that's why you need an Aaron in your life, because Aaron will pull you out of that mindset and be like, I will party with anyone. I don't care who, you know. The thing that I have more of a problem with is like when people exuberate like a lot of like I'm better than you attitude, but then that gets the sass in me out. And I become sassy Aaron. Anybody who knows sassy Aaron, you know what I'm talking
she's
about.
sassy.
Sassy. But yeah, like I guess I'm the opposite. We're so opposite on so many things. Like I will go into any room and I will talk to anyone, even people who I know don't like me. You know, I'll go and talk to them. You see that with my crazy.
I mean, back in the day, give me a couple beers and I would be confident. The girl that beat me up in high school.
Do you know what will help? I know what will help you.
What?
And will help other people. What you need to do, if you want to boost your confidence, no joke, obviously pray, but find a karaoke night.
Oh gosh.
Listen, just hear me out. Go to a karaoke night and go sing karaoke sober. I kid you not. It will bring a whole new level of confidence to your life.
I have never sang karaoke. So Cole's friend Doug was like, "Hey, what's your go-to karaoke song?" And I'm like, never in my life.
When I do get her out for karaoke, we will be filming this, and she will do an amazing job. We'll do a freaking TikTok live.
You're already making me nervous.
It'll be fine. Sober. I kid you not. If you can do karaoke sober, there's nothing in this world that you can't.
I danced on a bar top in Nashville, sober.
The karaoke is like not even.
Everyone was drunk though, so I was like.
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody will be drunk at the karaoke night.
Yeah, I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, like, what's it matter? Because so many things happen in your life and so many things happen in the world that you go and you sing karaoke and they're going to make fun of you or whatever, but are they going to remember you a week from now? Mm-hmm. Maybe, if you're a complete and utter disaster.
No, you don't understand. If you get up there, it doesn't matter how you sound. People are going to...
They're going to think you're cool.
Yeah, they're going to be like,
yeah, heck
yes! Yeah. Like, and actually, like, if you're really bad, people will root for you even more. you know?
I did love going to karaoke night when I was in Petoskey.
But you never sang.
No, I really liked watching the people.
Yeah.
And the Jamaicans would get up there. Like, we worked with a couple Jamaicans at the restaurant, and because I worked at the restaurant after my normal job, and then we'd go up on a Friday night and Friday or Saturday, I don't remember, do karaoke, and they were just so enjoyable and so fun, and yeah, just so much confidence.
Yeah.
Even if they were like, yeah, we don't know the words, but it's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, ladies, we need to find deep down inside that confidence that lives in us.
And it's not like a mean confidence either. We're not
No.
telling you to go be like bashing on women. I'm
Oh.
better than you. It's just confidence
No,
in.
absolutely not. That's not confidence.
Yeah.
That's actually, you know what that is? That's a trigger of your own self-esteem. Like when any woman that like bashes on other women for like their success or for like their beauty or whatever, that's an internal conflict within yourself.
Yeah.
You know, that's not confidence. You need to look at your, you know, what you, because you obviously hate yourself,
Right.
that you feel the need to do that. So never be like that to your fellow ladies.
I think that's really hard for me on social media is all of the back and forth about just picking on different body sizes or different,
Yeah.
you know, that's tough for me because then, you know, you have all these women that are larger women that are like just bashing on skinny people, and it's like honest to God, I don't choose this.
Right.
Like, this is not the, you know, shape that I want to be. So not everyone is out here trying to be this little. You know, some people are, but I get that. But
Hey, I tell you what, again, a larger woman bashing on you because you're skinny, what does that tell you?
yeah, it's,
That she actually hates herself for the way that she's shaped.
but like, why do we have to be that way?
We don't have to be that way. We don't. Now, that being
We're
said,
not that way.
Yeah.
But
Right. Like, and you know what? That just, shoot, man, that would kill your confidence even more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're trying to find your own self-confidence, you're not gonna actually find true confidence in trying to break other people down. That's just actually gonna
Right.
hurt you more.
well, that's what we talked about in the objectifying too, is like,
Yeah.
if, you know, people are constantly doing these things, it's like, well, I don't look like that. So
Right.
then it kind of wears you down.
Right.
But
Again, a killer of the confidence,
Yeah.
because you're viewing somebody else's, you know, image, you know, and you're like comparing it to yourself. Like, we're all different. Now, I will say that if somebody's living an unhealthy lifestyle, it's not that I would ever bash someone, but like, I would want to help them. Like, I am, you know, because I'm so into the health and fitness stuff. Like, I see stuff like that, and I'm like, I know you're not happy. That's not a lifestyle that you could possibly be happy in, because you're probably tired all the time. You
Right.
probably don't feel good all the time. Like, there is a better way. And I am all about making people feel better, like, wholly, right? Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually.
one of my best friends called me the other night, and we were talking, and he's like, I've just been so irritated and agitated, and he's like, just feeling angry, and he's never been that way. He's not that person.
Yeah.
Like, he is the most calm, optimistic, go with the flow person I know, and he's just like, I don't know what it is. And I was like, I think it's God testing you.
Yeah.
And I was like, you need to spend some time and think about it, whatever. We talked, and he's like, I think I need church. And I was like, come next weekend. So he is coming next weekend.
Oh, good.
But I was like, just try to focus on what you, because he's like, I know what I can control and what I can't. I'm like, just try to focus on what you can control, and yada yada. And this morning he sent me a video, and he was having breakfast at a restaurant, and the fire alarm, the smoke detector was going off. And he's like, such a peaceful breakfast as he's drinking his coffee and the smoke detector is going off. And it's just blaring in the background. And I'm like, that's literally God.
I
He's
know, I
like,
was going to say, God is hilarious.
he's like, mm-hmm.
This is my ADHD. You know, is that the hooked good enough?
Yeah, it can hear me.
Okay. It's just making my my OCD go crazy. Hopefully you can hear her and it's not too loud.
That's not going in.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You keep that.
But yeah, I was like, that's totally God.
Right, yeah.
And he's like,
He's hilarious sometimes. You can't help, like, when it's like clearly in your face.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, thanks.
when I was like,
Thank you.
please just give me patience, and he's like, oh, okay, here's 1 million people with terrible driving abilities. Take that. And I'm like, no. You
I was
know?
just kidding.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't need patience. I am patient. Never mind. Cancel my subscription.
Right.
Yeah, so when you struggle in God, you know, you ask for just show me, help me, you know, whatever. He's going to show you. He's going to help you, but it's going to be in the form of a lesson.
Right.
It's going to be in the form of a lesson, and they just keep showing up at your doorstep. And God is like, Aaron, choose me.
Yeah.
He does it to me too, because he's like, don't text back, Ashlyn, don't text back. And I'm like,
Oh, you better.
let me just stir that
Right.
pot real quick. Yeah, about confidence.
Yeah, I know. We just went on a
Tangent. Squirrel.
Oh, but you know what? Next week is a good time to invite people to church because it's Community Sunday.
It is
and
Community
there's
Sunday.
food.
And if
Oh, I was going to say, I'm super excited, by the way, not to cut you off, but we are going to have Bishop Cindy talking with us. We should tell them about our TikTok live stuff.
So we want to start going live on TikTok to kind of bring this into a different platform as well. We were also thinking about if we should go on Spotify or things like that. We want to expand, but in a good way. We want to reach more people. We have a great following on Facebook and on YouTube, but we want to hit people that don't really want to hear our message.
Right. Yeah. That's you got to go places that people, you know, you got to bring Jesus to the places where
Sprinkle it everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. We're just going to just a little.
Yeah.
I can't really do that.
Sprinkle it here,
Sprinkle it there. If you're on TikTok, it's the Azer Project with A&E, right? Is that how we have it? Yeah. And then we're going to go live with Bishop Cindy. She is hilarious.
Yeah.
And we'll try to post it on here.
And we did have, I believe it was a gentleman, right?
Oh, yeah. Brandon.
Brandon talked to us, but I think We the People.
Oh, yes. We the People.
I don't think we got a name.
I have no idea what his name is.
Wait, I'll have to look. I think he did say his name in comments.
I didn't listen to it.
I feel like it was John. I could be completely off.
You know what? John's a good all-around guess.
John, Robert, and Brandon. So
John, Robert, Brandon.
we want to start doing lives and just talking to people. And, you know, it's okay to be fun. It's okay to be light and not, life is hard and heavy. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah, we just want to sprinkle the word and have a good time while we do it.
Right. Reach more people.
And Bishop Cindy's just full of wisdom and
love and light and just all that good stuff. I told her, I was like, when I invite people to our church and I'm like, you gotta meet like our pastors. I was like, Bishop Cindy, like she will puke the light of Jesus all over you. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's like, you say it like that? Yes, I do say it like that.
I do say it like that. One of my favorite things is like, I'm going to leave today, and I didn't really hug anyone or stick around because
but also I meant to tell you, Pastor Darren's like, tell Ashlyn I didn't get to even say hi to her or get a hug.
Did you tell him why?
Well, yeah, he's like, I saw also, yeah.
So I was like scooting out of there for nap time, and Pastor Brittany came out and hugged me, like while we're putting coats on, and you know, and the fact that she always makes it a point to like find people and hug them is just like
so much
place is
love.
home.
It's good. And you know, I feel like we talk about how fear can like kill your confidence, right? And the Bible says that love casts out all fear. Mm-hmm. And I swear, it's like you think, well, is it really love that casts out all fear? It's like, that's what you need in life.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. The hug, man, like, words of affirmation, like all those things, like loving things, it brings a peace to you.
And yes, so being on TikTok, you know, there are so many sides to TikTok, and I know I have been working at this one on TikTok because
I have no idea
she was like, no at first.
I was like, no.
But when you find the right community and you link with the right people, it can be beautiful. And I have seen and been shown so much support as of lately from those people that, like, I'll take my 15-minute break and I'll hop on TikTok and I'll love on some people real quick and read all the stuff they sent me or whatever. And it's just like, it's this nice little
community.
Yeah, and you just feel that support and love, every day. And there can be some hurtful, hateful things, but those are so few and far in between once you get in the right community that nothing can really bring you down.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, like I said, if you're on TikTok, find us, because we're going to do some stuff on there. We're obviously going to keep doing stuff on here, but building that confidence, right, to reach more people, we have to, we have to branch out and do this thing.
Get in front of people. And we want to start just kind of getting out of this box that we live in. We do want to take a road trip.
Yes, we are going to take a road trip. We're taking you with us, by the way.
Yeah, you'll be in our back seat. It's gonna
maybe
be fun.
In the front seat.
Yeah, we'll see.
You'll see.
We'll put you on the dash.
We'll put you on the dash.
Don't hurt yourself. So it's gonna be a good time, and go out in the community, see people.
Yeah.
Bring some people on.
I'm
Collab.
still working on that sweatshirt idea.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing there.
Yeah, it's that takes a lot more than what we got to have the confidence.
Well, they're there. They're there. They're ready. It's just like.
Yeah, it's just
we don't know if we're gonna trademark. We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know.
I feel like we should probably trademark first.
Send us your donations.
Yeah, please. We need help. Well, hopefully, like, it make this episode like helps you think about your confidence, right? And
your
like
worth.
we hope, like, our hope is to just build people up.
Yeah.
And like help them see their true value. And man, your confidence has a ton to do with like how you live life. So, if you feel like your confidence isn't where it should be, like, seek God on it.
Yeah.
Do things that help build your confidence. Like, don't give up on yourself.
Yeah. And honestly, just be you. And if people don't like that, that's okay.
Forget those guys.
Let them, let them.
Yeah, that's a problem with their own souls.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to know your worth
and branch out.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, just go love on some people.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do.
Well, thanks for listening.
Like, share, follow, subscribe. We're going to hopefully put a bunch of stuff out there for you, and you can find us
everywhere
on all the platforms. We're going to be sleeping next to you at night.
Wow.
We're going to be in your dreams. I was like, what could I say there? We're going to be
that's not creepy at all.
We're gonna be in your back seat.
We're gonna be in your back seat waiting. We should be with a mask.
Well, are you gonna kidnap me?
Okay, we love you.